Welcome. We are live. Hope everyone feeling alive. Like God. God is life. We are alive when we embody God. That I am source. We feel alive. So we are alive. I would like to dive deep into the source. Dive deep into the psychology of spirit, of who we truly are. And how do we know we are there? We are close. And out of that also, what not to do, what to do to come there. Where, here now where I am you, at the source. How to know the enlightened and how to recognize others who may be. It's most simple and can this lecture end in one sentence. You know when you know. You just know. Good source connection, enlightenment, knowing. You feel. You know this is the truth. And you are the truth yourself. No one needs to accept it. You have no need to prove it or disprove it. And when somebody challenges, usually, or believes, or that, usually enlightened person walks away, removes, don't want this. Truth is truth. Until we don't know, until we have doubts, am I or am I not? Is this truth or not? Then we have some way to climb still and fly, to ascend, to get enlightened. You just know. The information comes to you also. You know it's not true, you know it's true. And there's nothing much you want to discuss or claim or disclaim. In this world, truth is known and identity is achieved. All are just illusions. By others vote, if others accept, if they agree on something, and then the mind agreement decides it's truth. And in this world, disconnection from the source, asleep, not alive, this is how they act. When they vote on it, it's truth. And your greatness, your truth, in this world is truth if so many agree. But look at the story of Jesus Christ. No one agreed on the end, on his truth, but it was the story that is imprinted into the history. No man ever imprinted so much in history like him, but no one accepted him on the end. Just his people, few. What does this tell you? It doesn't matter what they say. One day they may praise you and accept your truth, and everything and ego of this world depends on this. If they agree it's true, okay. But the example is Jesus on the cross. He's praying for the killers because he knows they don't know anything and they are actually killing themselves, their true self. That's that enlightened conviction that you know the truth, that regardless what they do, they say, You actually feel pity for them. You know the truth, you are the truth. And they are just lost in illusions of the mind. So this is one first very hard example to tell you really if you're there. The opinions of others, their challenges, even their praise or their mockery or trying to tell you it's not like that, it's a little bit different or anything, doesn't mean anything when you are there, when you are enlightened. Doesn't mean anything. Okay, you feel it. It's not it's not vibration of something you like, something that is dancing with you. You know, you don't like it, but it doesn't change your vibration, your truth, and there's no need for you to prove it, to go there. To go there and to prove right is just going on their level when you don't know, when you are not the truth. And if we have to do this still, we have to talk the truth out, our truth. When we know something, if we say it and somebody disproves it, we have to defend it. You know, then it means there is some way still to go. Because the enlightened state is being one with the source, with God. And truth does not defend itself. Truth is truth. Only lies does, because lies of the mind feel real only. This is their illusion. If they prove, disprove, or others agree and praise. That's why they are destroyed when fame is over and glory is over. I had my test on Facebook also, now it's better. But there was some month really going down everything. But it did not change my roar. Actually, I accepted that time. I'm doing this for God in hearts of people. And in the end for myself. And nothing changed. And it risen again. I learned. So yes, we may get tested. We may get some attention. Then we lose it maybe. So we can really know we are that. Like if teacher loses attention of others, does not change the word, does not change the mood, does not change the conviction and the way. So it is. So knowing, you know the truth. There's no, you just know. And you don't know things. But you're perfectly cool with it. Enlightenment does not mean you know everything. Every question that pops up, scientific or universe or everything there. No. But there's no need. God knows everything. You are one with God. And as some information comes, regardless how new it is, it feels like yours. Then you know it, yes. And it only serves, like I see, you are not studying, you are not memorizing, you are not watching a video to learn it, to memorize it, to know it in your mind. Like I see with myself, I see some information and it just opens up my vision, expands and downloads so much from something little, one video, library downloaded. You only serves to get connection. You don't learn things anymore, memorize. You are already dead everything. And things that you don't know. Like what will be tomorrow, what will happen, like this. There's no need. There's no, like mind wants to know, I want to come to that. No. You just trust everything is to be revealed to you when you need it, and so it is, and everything just comes. You don't ask why the sky is blue. You enjoy the blue sky. You are one with the blue sky. You don't need to know why. You are. So that's so naturally, until we can be changed easily, our truth can change. We get doubts from all the bullshit of others that coming from outside, the opposition, the denials, trying to tell you is not true. And you have to know that you have some way to go still. There's no doubt, even if you don't know, that's enlightenment. No doubt. And always there is this conviction everything is to be alright, even is in darkest hours, in this world presented, or in your life. So is that deep knowing everything is to be alright. It's the state completely opposite to what we feel in this world. This world does not feel real. Even problems does not feel real and they come. Everything is surreal. It's illusion. You don't depend on others to be happy. This is important point. You don't seek love outside of you. You know you are already all that love you seek. And this is, you give that love out and you receive. You don't need, you receive because you love it. And you give because you are love. In this world, happiness and love come from others. And when we don't get, we feel unhappy and not loved and empty. Yeah. Depending on others, and when we don't get attention, when we don't get these things, and we are down, we need it. This is this world consciousness, depending on others, once again, what others do in our life to have higher vibration. So again, if we act like this, still this is not enlightenment, this is of this world. It's actually being love yourself, knowing that I am one with God, that I am. And I am love, and everything what I need is within me. Cannot get no love outside of me. I can receive as I give, yes, just to relish. I don't need love. That's, if you are there, and if you have no doubts, this is truth, your truth, and also there with truth, you are not bothered with truth of others, unless they come shit in your house. Then you guide them back where they came from, and you continue to be in your own truth. Truth of others doesn't disturb you, you don't need to change it, and you don't allow others to change anything in you. I saw one example, one stupid man here. He told me something in comment that I should stop doing so much videos and this, I should stop projecting and like this. And I said something, you know, and like I have very with attitude, but I told him very nicely. First, then he said, just a friendly reminder. That is my house. I do in my house whatever I want to do. And you are free to do in your house whatever you want to do. But this is, you will not tell me what to do. I don't tell you what to do, so please. And like this. This is completely seeing the state of this world. They get offended if you tell them. They have no right to tell you what to do. And they call you an ego. This is being of this world. Actually, ego needs others to do what you say. If they don't do, ego is offended, and then he calls you an ego. You understand? Because in this world, consciousness so perverted that they think, ego thinks that if you say, no, I answer to God, I depend on God, what I do is not your business, you have your own business, your own salvation. Even if I don't do nothing wrong, but even if I would, this is not your problem. But I do everything okay according to my heart. As divine as it should be. Myself. And you see, the consciousness of this world gets offended. Then they have to send themselves to hell. Because they say this to the mirror. They cannot accept. And I see this so stupid consciousness. Better to be silent. Why you have to send yourself to hell? Because if you send somebody somewhere who is one with God, then you send them to burn somewhere, you are sending yourself there. So I see so much stupidity. And this is extreme example. Such people, you just remove, go away. Because this is complete connection to darkness. If somebody can act like this, because his will is not, he cannot change you. He cannot control you. If somebody can act like this is, you have to just pray for them and remove them. Because they are really destroying themselves. This is completely disconnected. Completely disconnected and manipulative. But anyway, we don't have to speak about this much because we are not like that. Anyway, I believe in my heart where heaven is. I really trust we don't do this to each other. And those who come to do this, they are just examples they are just, how to say, they are just that, they prove the fact. But there are just few of them. Exceptions. Yes, exceptions. Sometimes my English slips. They are just exceptions that prove the fact that we don't do this. We are angels. We don't tell others what to do. And God forbid we don't send nobody nowhere if they don't do what we want them to do. First of all, we are angels. We don't tell them what to do. We focus on there where it's done what we love to do. So there's even no question here, no? Okay. But this example of being completely disconnected. And the enlightened soul just feels to stay in their power, to not give too much energy, nothing, attention, just to say. And not to mess with it, not to play with it, just tell them to go home. And God bless. They cannot do this if they have to be evil after, then anyways, you only can block. And anyway, the enlightened state is you don't allow lowering vibrations, even if it's something that somebody considers okay. You don't allow something that feels like flies to be too long around you. This is the sign of enlightenment. You are in your vibration, you love your vibration. If some people come who act like flies and always do this, you also remove from your life whenever on internet, in your real life, wherever. You want to be in high vibration, surrounded with high vibration. And once again, you are a truth. So if just something comes that always wants to take you down, and this again challenges and everything, and beliefs and all this mind, you don't like it. You don't feel the need to answer to them. You feel only you are one with God. You answer only to God, that I am in your heart, in the center of the universe. You know? It doesn't matter anymore. You really care to dance in your field. You understand this is multidimensionality. And you are not here to please others. You are here to give your heart. And those who can fly in your vibration, that's why I say birds of same feather flock together. They come. You don't want to deal with those that cannot understand you, that cannot feel you, that cannot feel your truth, your depth. They cannot receive anyway, and you don't want to be with that. You feel exactly the vibration for those who receive. And you know who is just something in the mind curious or something and just wants to bum. And you don't want these things. You really, when you are one with God, when you are enlightened, you understand why you are here and to whom you can give what you are here for and to whom you cannot. You understand what you are not to do, and you also understand when disturbances come that are just not people that cannot get, cannot understand, but just some curiosity of the mind. You don't want that, and you know you are not here for that. Again, you don't explain much yourself. You want to dance, fly with the birds of your feather. They flock together because they flock on the same height, with same speed, in the same direction. And if someone comes who is really violating all this speed, vibration, and direction, and everything, you don't want that. You know who you are, and you know who you can fly with. If you are a teacher, you know who can fly with you at heights that you are. Like I'm learning, but this I learned years. This here, Facebook and internet is really university. If you want to be a teacher. Learning that some cannot catch up and just don't understand the height. And learning to let go. Like all the teacher learned to let go of those who did not really would not grasp and feel. You have boundaries. This is Ascension, Enlightenment. You have boundaries which in them you can work and you respect them and you want others to respect them. You don't go outside of them and you don't want others to pull you outside of your boundaries. This is very sensitive topic because in 3D compassion is feminine. It means pleasing, means sacrifice, mean okay I will do, mean is this okay with you, can I now go, I would like to go to sleep, I like this, I don't like these things. The 5D compassion is masculine. It means compassion to yourself, same as for others. This means strong boundaries. This is ascended compassion. You have same compassion to yourself as for others, and you don't do This is being enlightened, to have strong source connection, being the source that I am. When you don't feel to do, you don't want to do, you don't do it. Sacrifices are over. Only if in your script is written that you have to be pinned on the cross, then only that time this happens. But but this is not written in no one's script now. So okay, you see this connection. Don't get disconnected from the source. What I'm trying to say, Jesus before the crucifixion and sacrifice, you see the strongest boundaries ever. Only 12 disciples. Okay, there were female also, but they are not mentioned. Only in Essen, the lost gospels and all these things which are beautiful gospels, and those should be in the Bible, but they are too much truth. Anyway, next time about that. So strong boundaries. Also, he had only few who could reach him close. Few, and much time for himself, knowing what he can do. And also he did not, on the end, yes, this was sacrifice that was in the plan, but before standing in his power, being the power, no one could tell him this is not truth. He roared, I'm the truth. Now this, he said, I'm the one they've written. Now I'm here, what is? I am. He did not care if they say he's not, and everything like this, you know. But boundaries, really doing what, you can see this in movies. In every movie is this scene when people want to be healed and Jesus walking away because he had enough. It was many hours and they are crying after him and everything, and he walks. This is not compassion, like, okay, please, then I will, like, he did not think I will exhaust myself and drop dead now here and everybody here will be healed. No, he walked away. You see this in many movies and they are screaming after him. So boundaries, knowing your limits, knowing what you can do and giving yourself. This I'm doing now, that's why not so much here. And I also, okay, I'm much here. I do all my work, just I don't waste time on things that I'm not here for. But now also getting warmer and much outside, many days. Tomorrow I have to go play flute. I want to go play flute in the city. All day gone. But anyway, this is not topic, my flute now. Topic are boundaries. You have your boundaries. You give yourself enough love that you give to others, and you know what you do. And when you know what you don't do, this is outside of your boundaries. And you learn that if you're giving yourself enough love, if you don't sacrifice, then when you're doing things, you do things best. You serve best. You love best. Like I yesterday felt to go into the nursing home and it was best. Because I felt. Nobody told me now you have to go there. When I feel, I go there. And it's wonderful. When I feel to make video here, I make it. But thanks Lord, even if I feel bad, I feel to make video always. Even if this body, anyway, always inside nice. But if body feels bad, even there, I make video. Only with toothache problem. Sometimes Ascension symptoms are some, you know, when upgrades coming like this, but I always want to make video. I love videos, regardless of what's happening in the body. So this is, I'm blessed that I love to do always this, regardless what it is. This is good connection. This is closer from enlightenment. You love what you are doing and you're doing what you love. You don't do what you don't love anymore just because it's good if others want to be pleased. So, that's how it is. What is more to say here? What is more to say here? Karma, yes. You don't want karma. You don't want bonds, attachments. You don't want these debts that you have to do something because they do something, and they say you have to do, so you do it, and then you say you don't like these games that people do, depending, codependence, attachment, conditions, demands. Well, enlightenment this is really the check you can do. It's karma free. There are tests, yes, still, and everything. But if you can see in your life, all relationships are okay, you don't have problems with anybody, no drama, nobody manipulates you, controls you, you don't control, nobody manipulates, you are not attached to nobody. You can live without everyone, even without your beloved, and everything feels, no one's pulling you nowhere. You don't have bad relationships, like I said. You don't have tensions with nobody. You are free. This is a clear sign. Karma free. Everything is okay. If you look at relationships, how others treat you, others see you, you are not okay. Not so. There can be some stupid people that hate it still, and there are some. This is, but you don't have this attached, conditional relationships. And yes, people do respect you and love you more and more because they see this. You have love relationships. I see this now, this year, last year also, this year. Like, I know, because when I came from India, I did this strange dude here, they did not like, but because I was thinking maybe, because I was not enlightened. I was maybe thinking they are less than me, I'm pure, and I did all these things, and relationships and with people, but now people really respect. And ask, I get greetings everywhere I go, everybody says, everybody loves. They feel it. You don't have opposition anymore so much. There's some opposing always, but here in village I never see no one now for more than a year telling me bad word. Oh, once, just now, 2 weeks ago was test with this drunk old friend, but this was test, okay, and everything was heavenly outcome because no karma and master can react lovely if somebody's crazy, eye to eye. So this is clear sign. Your relationships, they feel light, they feel freedom, means no karma. If no one is pulling you and nothing nowhere, you feel light at the heart. Like I saw with one friend, very strange scene. He got upset something, and I saw like he felt some debt, old debt to me, and he was speaking where this comes from, this old debt and everything, and this I just felt his karma. Okay, maybe you have past lives and there was something there, but I said to him, I feel nothing. I feel free. What are you saying, these stupid things? You have to free yourself from old illusions. It was actually all this is very also very esoteric experience, but this is only experience I can think of in my life that can have this karma and depth really. And it was just something he felt that comes from many lives ago. And it's not within me. Maybe he has it still. I don't have it. And I feel free. And yes, your relationship gets so better. I know with my mother, because my mother living in Germany, and there was not nice also childhood and everything, and she left, and we never had a really good relationship. I mean, we had externally, but internally maybe not. I was also close to her, closed, and not really open again like this. And now I see this last 2 years. Beautiful, beautiful. When I started teaching, I met my mother on Facebook. Anyway, I did not keep coming every year home. But on Facebook, then we became friends and she loved it. And immediately, that was first sign. This relationship became love. Not only something with old grudges maybe or something, because I got free. I had a lot of karma also with my grandfather, with something he did, and grandmother, which she maybe did not know how to raise a child in 20th century on the end. And there was really some things. But anyway, I had no more, nothing, not to no one. No pain, no hurt. And this time also with my mother, the relationship got so much divine and close when you feel in the heart. And she loving my post many times. Before she read more, but the love is now same and deep and close, intimate. So your relationships get better, get beautiful. And yes, this I can see also my previous relationships with girls, catastrophe, pain. And then, when I started teaching here, I met Cotton, and we did not have one disagreement, one anything what lovers have that is called fight or something like that, or oppositions. No, nothing. So I see this my life, and previous relationships were disaster. So yes, your relationships become beautiful. They feel light. They feel love. I see this also with my family members. They did not like me ever. Now they adore me all. So really, these are the signs that tell us much. And although it seems I'm struggling, and always like, yes, I have to, no, I don't have to say this, but sometimes money struggling and always on some edge, but living in abundance, having the food I need, have everything, always take care, many tests, but always enough to get everything I need. And there's no income in my life, and also no fixed sponsor, only my brother here on Facebook, John, who is so divine for 2 years, every month €100. This nothing else, but God provides. Sometimes here donations, and always enough. If not, then some other way just comes, and after some test, hard test. It always is some test, just test. So God wants me to master this, because everything can be mine, so I can give to all. And this is now I'm teaching myself, because this is one thing. You can know when you are enlightened, but to master the creation and manifestation, this is the thing, because I know now, if you give me the lottery, I am the lottery, I'm the winner of lottery now. I make my institution. If the lottery is great, I make institution and I make my star family help to rise in the world. I know what I want to do. This is another side. You know what you are here to do. Regardless what it is, where you are now. You are always fixed there. Here now. Being that. And you know what you are to do. It's important for abundance. This question. What will you do with it? I know I'm doing something great. And I know I do in this now. I'm doing it. And I'm doing it now. But to know exactly what to do. This is the sign. To know exactly what you're here to do. What you're here now to do. To know exactly what you do now if you get the word. It's all about being, the knowing, the truth. If you don't know what you're here to do and what you will do, and maybe you just want to enjoy it, then maybe we don't know ourselves yet. You're not enlightened yet. You're not ascended yet. Awakened and ascended are different things. Awakening is when you remember yourself, your high self, like this, but you're still much in this world, much of these things. Enlightenment is being free of this world, being that, knowing what you're here to do, knowing what you're here not to do, and doing what you're here to do from the heart, and not doing what you're not here to do. But important, knowing what you're here to do, and doing that. Always. So again, we don't know, but we still have to work on ourselves, meditate, do our work, inner work, deeply. To know, to get it, to reveal it. For God knows, and this is an important point. To trust that God knows in your heart. Don't rush anything. Don't lose faith. These are the signs. To know it is to come in right now time. Whatever has to be revealed, whatever has to come from outside, I'll do my best. And trust in God, trust in source that I am. And doing my best, it is to come. Trust. There's no impatience. Now is eternal. And you are in this now that is happening. Everything you're doing in this now, what we need to do. When you trust in this now, eternal, as God knows best, as Source knows best, everything is to come to you. You relax. You don't want to control any more things. But you just do what you do. So, you're no more focused on panicking about the problem, but focused on solution. As challenges come from life. Everything is easy. Everything becomes effortless more. This is enlightenment. This is ascension. Now, mastery. So, I'm saying now, in 1 year I have to teach mastery. Now I have to master the creation. Because everything is, we are the source. You are source, I'm source. In reality, highest reality. We are here to create. Not only get enlightened and get free of this world. This is just logging out of the lower matrix. Then you have to start playing the game. Now, master the game, master the creation. Because in enlightened consciousness, being one source, you know everything around you is your creation. And then you have to learn how to create something more beautiful. You take full, yes, the most important point. You take full responsibility for your word, for your action, for your life, your relationships, for everything. Then you can change it. You no more blame nobody for anything in your life. You no more stand behind anyone, even angels or higher selves, or anything, to say this is the truth, this is what I have to do. My higher self told me, and this angel told me, this angel sent this message. So it's easy to say Archangel Michael or Jesus Christ told this. It's easy to say Sananda said, easy to say Krishna said this. Easy to say Krishna told me to do this, Jesus told me to do this, Michael told me to do this. It's easy to say this. But this is 4D, this is channeling, this is not the consciousness of ascended master, of enlightened being. It's awakening to be enlightened, to be one with source, is to stand in your own responsibility, being responsible for everything. For yourself, for your life, you don't blame anyone for anything. You understand this is the cause of your previous creations. You know you have to change it, and you cannot, nobody to blame it. Then you only make it worse. You understand everything is karma, everyone is player here, everyone was just serving in karma. I signed for everything. I agreed to do this with them even in this world. I entered in this. I made these choices. You understand, you created this step by step. And even from higher level, you've chosen to experience this. You understand this. You no more blame nothing. You understand this is a game. You have written the game, you understand. You want to change the game. You take the full responsibility for yourself, for your actions, for your life, for your words, for your creations, your manifestations. I take full responsibility for this video. For every word anyway, I always take full responsibility. And yes, not hiding behind higher beings. It's just saying you are not enlightened, you are not ascended master on earth, you are not angel on earth. It is not what ascension is about, what we are after. This is 4D consciousness, being the channel. Ascended being stands in his power, her power, stands behind his word, behind his action, and takes full responsibility for what I'm sharing, giving, creating, doing, not asking for unconditional donations and never putting price or nothing because Jesus told me or because Jesus did it. No, because I feel I myself, I cannot have price, and I trust myself in good, in people's hearts. If I do what I do from the heart and take full responsibility for what I'm doing, and that's why I ask for unconditional donations, my full responsibility. Nobody told me to do this. But source in the heart I am said to myself that I'm speaking. You know what you are here to do. I know I tested, and it was very tested, and I could not put price on nothing or make some advertise that I heal for money. I could not. I cannot. I said, okay, I go to street. I don't want that. I go freeze out. Okay. I cannot. Yes, I'm responsible for myself. I know myself, and I know what I'm here to do, and I know what feels not right. I cannot do this, and then claim this is my work and myself, and then going against myself. No, this is business. Business is not having responsibility for yourself. It's just looking for best material outcome. So yes, to take full responsibility for yourself, your actions, your words, your ways. What you do, how you do it. If you do business or you share love. Everything what you do, you take full responsibility for it. You don't give responsibility to nobody else for what you do and what you did and what you say. These are the things that masters, ascended masters on earth, showed in their example. But these are also the things, if you do them, if you train yourself, follow these things, for you to become. Because you fix yourself in doing that, what ascended being does, you stand in your power more and more, and you get it more and more, you fly more and more. There's one important point more, but I lost it just a second ago. How beautiful. There was nothing else. But anyway, I feel it. Anyway, it's infinity. So I must speak something to fill the gap until it comes back. This new upgrades now, I'm really noticing forgetfulness. Anyway, I noticed this before also, but now really, I'm writing something, I have something beautiful, and then I lose it. I must say I have a very important point. Oh, I got it now. I just had to blah blah. And then it come back. Oh, now I lost it again. Anyway, I'm joking. I got it. You know how you feel, you know. You know yourself. You know who you are. No one can tell you who you are. You know your ways. You know yourself. There's no doubt. No one can change you. No one can tell you you're not. It doesn't mean what they tell you. It doesn't mean you are perfectly fine if they are saying it's you. You are the truth, you know. And another thing, which is important, a little bit instruction. How you get it, what you feel in your heart, that first feeling, you know, about something. It's true, it's not true. Something tells you go right, go left, go there. Something just first feeling. You see something, and the first feeling comes. Something just this is that. You have to trust this. This is from the source. This is your mystic power. This is your true soul self. It's your source connection. First impression, first feeling. You just feel I have to go left. You feel, oh, he has pain in me. You feel, oh, this dog is sick. You feel, oh, you just see something. You feel some information about it. This is how you claim your mystical power, your third eye, you open, you know things, you become. I mean, this is also how you can help people. This is the source connection. Whatever you feel first, you know. Whatever tells you something, this is the truth. This is you have to follow. I follow this always. In this way, I mastered many things. To know, to see in them, even what they don't see in themselves. Because this feeling, what comes, is actually reality coming from your soul, from your third eye also. The divine message telling you this is it. You just feel it. But then the mind starts, oh, maybe it's not true. What about that? Maybe it's not like that. Then you lose it. Then you are going in the mind. But I give you my word, if you follow this first impression, this first feeling, regardless of going left or right, regardless if somebody speaks you something and you just feel something, just say it. Like, for example, somebody speaks to you, and you just, for some reason, just feel on the first, as they speak, you feel what is wrong with them. You have this, I think it's like that. And then you can start, no, I will not, this is maybe not true. It's just some thought come in my mind. But I learned, when I always said to them, you have some problem in your arm. Your mother was doing this because I felt it. And they said, yes, you're true. Then I always learn. Then I learn just, oh my God, these first feelings are truth. This is how third eye works. This is the mystic power. But we go in the mind and we say, no, it's not that because this is not maybe, okay, maybe I'm not, and then we lose it. But how to get it is to follow that thing. And when you follow them, you get confirmation that is really the truth. And then you get faith. And then you get power. And then not only after that you just feel things and say, you actually really see mystically. You really get that mystic power revealed. Not only that you feel, but then you really see it. That's truth. That's why this is important. You have to follow this. What heart tells you. Heart tells you. These are not thoughts. It can be manifested in words, but you feel it in your heart, just some feeling. You have to go after that. Great psychics and also like those who search for people who are lost or bodies with police also something. I spoke with one. They also just rely on the first feeling. The body is there in the forest. They feel this. And they say this to the policeman. And then the cops go and really find there. They also rely on that feeling. That's how they get. Feel. And they just say. But when we feel these things many times, when I say we, maybe I'm not speaking about myself, but I like to say we. It feels like one. Because we have to learn. When we feel something, we usually, in the mind, disclaim and try to prove it. No, it's not true, but okay, I mean, but then we think about it, and we lose it. That's how we get it. Trusting the feeling. Feeling comes. This is like that. Opa, you go after it, you do it, you say it, you check it out, and you see it is true. And that's how you really get more connected. You ascend higher, and then you just know it, and you see it. Okay. Anyway, what else to say? Here in this video, I really gave some deep insights, and it's really good. If you felt it, you can watch it again, because it's really, there are points there to guide us. We are there, or we have to go there still. So this is it. May everybody be blessed as I am. I love to do this. I enjoy to go deep with you, for myself and for you and for us all. God bless us all as myself. And like I always say, if anybody feels unconditionally to give a coin or more, nothing is too much, nothing is too little. You are free, but nothing is expected, nothing demanded. It's like my love is free. For you, somebody feel freely to give something. You should do. I love to do what I love to do. And yet, it's benefit. If somebody is a seeker and feels help and shares something, it's a benefit, yes. That's natural. But benefit for me also. Always be yourself, know what you have to do. And that's what I know, what I have to do. You know, I'm not here to do business in this world. I know I can live nicely, but I need more faith. I need to master this by doing what I love to do. I know I can live abundantly and give abundance to others and make this come true, what I know is mine and ours and everyone's. Make my part true. Yes, never go against yourself. I know doing business is going against myself. Charging healings is going against myself. I can never do this. Although I know I could be rich now if I could do this. But I would go against myself. I would not be enlightened as I am. I would maybe be full of money. But now it's time to be full of money because I'm full of love here inside. Yes, this is also an important point once again, Cain. You cannot be tempted. You cannot do what is against your heart to live nicely. You rather live not so nice and stay yourself. You cannot sell your soul. Anyway, I cannot do things I cannot do, and they are good. No angel, as he ascends, do not do things that are not his nature. So if somebody tempts me and wants me to do something for great money, like I experienced these crazy people here of the blind forces, how can you do this? You cannot go against yourself. I don't even want to do things. I don't want to chat in Messenger because I don't like it. So these crazy people think if they give me money, I can go there with their help. No. Nobody can buy you. There's no money that can buy you. Nobody can control you. Nobody can change you. Nobody can make you to do what you don't like. So how can they make you to do something which is bad if they cannot make you to do what you don't like also? You cannot be bought anymore. You cannot be changed. I know this because I had here one sister. She gave me 2 times $150, 2 months in a row. But she started then acting like crazy on my wall, some challenging and telling me this is not true. You have no twin flame. This is illusion. And I could not handle. I said, what? You are the only one. I thought to myself. Then I thought to myself, what? Because I get the gift from her, I will allow this, which I don't allow to anybody because I don't do this to anybody. So I blocked her and blocked also my gift. This was test from God. You cannot, then I would just do business. I would think, okay, I don't allow this to no one, but she can do it because she's giving me something. Oh, no. I'm not hypocrite. This would be very hypocritical. Because I don't like nobody to tell me you have no to go against my truth and like this and doing this to me what I don't do to others. So if I allow to somebody because they're giving me something, then I'm really a cheater, fake. Because to others still I would say you don't do this in my house, but here I would turn a blind eye because I get some, you know. Sincerity, honesty to yourself and others, and equality to all. If I don't allow this to no one, then also to her not. You know, no exceptions, nothing. You're not a hypocrite anymore. You're sincere. You have double standards. You don't please others to get something. You do what your heart wants to do from your heart. And you trust that God maintains you. Anyway, I'm getting long. But because I learn from everything what happens, and here on this Facebook happens so much things, and I can give these examples. Maybe somebody can learn. Don't sell yourself to no one. Don't do things that you don't like to do just because you get some benefit. And just that why you put up with them. Don't be like that. Look for the benefit of your soul. Don't have double standards. If you are to one person like that, then be to others. So that's how you can know some points. What else? Anyway, I'm long. This topic more and more appearing, more and more coming want to be said from the heart. But I say because I have enough with this time to end. And all you be blessed as I am always. Be yourself, stand in your power. You know, have no doubts. Do what your heart desires. Depend on no one and karma and everything. Ascend, get enlightened, get free. Be happy. You are happiness yourself, you are love yourself, don't seek outside of yourself. When you are enlightened, you know you love yourself. You can only lose yourself, no one else. And you need yourself only to be loved for everyone. Namaste. Namaste.